If you love a good mystery, then buckle up. This story is going to take you on a wild ride full of unexpected twists and turns. It's one of those tales that makes you question reality and wonder about the strange coincidences that life throws our way. You won't believe where this story goes. It's a journey that starts off simple but ends in a way that will leave you scratching your head and pondering the possibilities. So this happened years ago. It was a time when life was a bit simpler, and the little things mattered a lot more. I was around 19 or 20, just stepping into adulthood and figuring out my place in the world. I was around 19 or 20. Those were the days when I was carefree, enjoying the small pleasures of life, like listening to my favorite tunes on my beloved Apple earphones. My brother, his wife, my stepniece, and my nephew were all living with us at the time. It was a full house, bustling with activity, and the occasional chaos that comes with a big family. I had these Apple earphones that I absolutely loved since I was always jamming to music, 24/7. Music was my escape, my way of tuning out the world and getting lost in my own thoughts. Now, my stepniece had a bit of a sticky fingers problem. She was a sweet kid, but she had this habit of taking things that didn't belong to her. It was never anything big, just little things that caught her eye. She would swipe little things here and there. It was almost like a game to her, seeing what she could get away with without anyone noticing. Nothing major, just snacks, small items around the house. It was more of an annoyance than anything else, but we all kept an eye on our stuff when she was around. One day I caught her using my white Apple earphones. She had this guilty look on her face like she knew she was busted. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but I needed a way to keep track of my earphones. The second she put them down, I grabbed them and painted the bottom of the cord blue with nail polish. Clever, right? I thought it was a foolproof plan. Now I'd always know they were mine. Well, not so much. Now I'd always know they were mine. Well, not so much. I ended up losing them shortly after. It was like they vanished into thin air. I ended up losing them shortly after. I searched everywhere, asked my niece, my mom, my brother. No luck, it was like they had just disappeared. Searched everywhere, asked my niece, my mom, my brother. No luck. It was frustrating, but I eventually gave up. Sometimes things just go missing and you have to move on. So I just bought a new pair and moved on. Life goes on, right? But little did I know, this was just the beginning of the mystery. Fast forward about a year later, seasons changed, life moved on, and the memory of those earphones faded into the background. I'm at my boyfriend's house, who is now my ex, by the way. We were having a great time, cooking dinner together and enjoying each other's company. We just finished cooking and cleaning the kitchen and were heading to bed. It was one of those perfect evenings where everything felt just right. I glance at his kitchen counter and there they are, my earphones. I couldn't believe my eyes. The bottom still marked with blue nail polish. It was like seeing a ghost from the past. How did they end up here? He had no clue whose they were and insisted they weren't his. He was just as baffled as I was. We both stood there staring at the earphones, trying to piece together the puzzle. No idea how they ended up there, but it freaked me out big time. It was one of those moments that makes you question everything. How did they travel from my house to his? What kind of journey had they been on? What do you think happened? Was it just a bizarre coincidence, or is there something more to this story? I'd love to hear your theories. Let me know in the comments. Your guess is as good as mine. Maybe together we can solve this mystery. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-boggling stories. There's always something new and intriguing to discover, and I can't wait to share more with you.